Well, it's something we don't think twice about in this country, turning on the tap and getting clean drinking water. But in much of Montreal this week, tap water is off limits. There's a boil water order in effect, and right now, even getting a cup of coffee isn't easy. Mike Armstrong explains.
There weren't any trips to the water fountain today at Carlisle Elementary. Kids each had their own water bottles. If they went to the fountain, well, they couldn't get at it.
You can't drink from it because it's dirty.
This wasn't an easy day to find coffee around Montreal. While some cafes were boiling their water in kettles, others simply stopped selling coffee completely.
Sorry about that. Hopefully tomorrow everything will be up and running.
The whole thing started Wednesday morning. People in the borough of Verdun woke up to brown water coming out of their taps. Alex Staniprud called the city to see what was going on.
She says the water is drinkable. And I was amazed. I said, drinkable? I could walk on it.
The first alerts went out at 8 a.m. and then expanded to cover much of the island. Everyone should boil their water for at least a minute before drinking it or using it in food production. The problem was at this 95-year-old water filtration plant. It sends water to different reservoirs around the city. The whole thing seems to have been a mistake during ongoing renovations.
Within one of the basins, the water level just got lower than anticipated, and it got to the point where it stirred up some sediment in the bottom of the reservoir.
Once that sediment was in the system, they couldn't get it out, so they've had to wait to test whether it's harmful or not and where it's reached. It likely isn't harmful because the sediment was from a chlorinated basin, but if there is a problem, boiling will solve it.
Boiling water for a full minute actually will kill everything that's nasty in that water.
The biggest issue has been the scramble. There's no run on water, but getting it to hospitals and schools is a challenge.
Right now, we rely on the bottled water, so until further notice.
The city will have new test results tonight, but it says the boil water advisory will be in place until 9 p.m. at the earliest. In the meantime, Montrealers are getting a lesson in things they take for granted. Mike Armstrong, Global News, Montreal.